I'm going to show you how to use the scanner class. Okay, scanner class, firstly I've got to type in import Java util.scanner at the top. I can also get it by doing Control and Shift and O, and that will import the scanner class if I use Eclipse. So if I use Eclipse, I don't have to type this thing here at the top, which is import scanner util scanner, import Java util scanner. I don't have to type that. I can type Control and Shift and O. So that's the first thing I've got to do. And so what is the scanner class going to do? The scanner class is a class with code. Okay, so you can see here I've got public class H7. So whenever I create Java code, I put it in a class. And the class is encased in, all the code of the class is encased in curly brackets. And I've always got public class and a class name at the top. So that is how we create our code in Java. So the scanner class is a class just like that, but it's called scanner. And where is it saved? It's saved here by Java util stuff. Okay, so I want to now use it, and in order to use it, I must firstly import java.util.scanner, but I must also use this line here, scanner scan equals new scanner bracket system in. Now what does that mean? Okay, it's the syntax that I use to use the code that is in the scanner class. Technically speaking, I'm creating an object of the scanner class. Technically speaking, I'm creating a method, I'm creating a memory resident copy of the scanner class so that it is available for the run of my main method. So that scanner class will be copied into memory, and I'm going to refer to my memory resident copy that is to be used within my main method. I'm going to call it scan. So that is technical. You don't have to worry too much about that right now, but for now what we need to know is that we want to say scanner scan equals new scanner bracket system in. System in means it's going to read code from the console. System in means read code from the console and not from a file or anything else. So I'm going to use my scanner class to read user input from the console. That's what I want to do. I'm going to use the code that is in the scanner class. I'm not going to do all the coding in order to read stuff from the console myself. I'm going to use code that's already created before and which is saved in the scanner class. Now this variable here, I can give it any variable name that I like. I'm calling it scan. You can call it anything, any valid variable name. We just call it scan for now. Okay, so compulsory, I've got to do import Java util scanner, and I've got to go scanner scan equals new scanner system in. Now, what I'm going to do now is, in order to read something or to get user console input, I prompt my end user. I tell the end user what he must do. I say enter a letter, system.out.println and enter a letter. The reason why I say enter a letter is so that the end user know what he's got to do. Otherwise he's going to sit there and do nothing. Okay, and then the computer will wait for him to type a letter, and he won't know that the computer is waiting for him to type a letter. So I've got to say enter a letter. And the end user knows he must type a letter, and then he types the letter. Okay, now this scan.next line. Next line is a method. That method is saved in the scanner class. I call the scanner class scan. So when I say scan, I say go to the scanner class, find the method next line, and execute that method. That method will read information that the end user types on the console. Once he's read it, he waits for the end user to press enter. The minute the end user presses enter, then whatever the end user had typed will go into the variable letter. And then I just print that letter to see if I've actually read what the end user did. And then again I close my scanner to release the scanner class from memory. So I'm going to run this again. So when I run this, the first thing I will see is that the computer will ask me to enter a letter. Okay, there it asks for enter a letter. I'm going to enter the letter O. When I press enter, the next line would read that O and put it into letter, and then letter will print. So when I press enter, it reads into letter and it prints the letter, and now it closes the scanner. And that is all about reading information using the scanner class.